Welcome back to another episode of Overground. My name is Luis, and on today's episode, I'm joined by Jacob.
Hey guys.
Jacob. So, what are you supposed to be for Halloween?
I don't even know. I was supposed to be Jesus. Jesus Christ. I literally, it's from Renfest. It's something from our school, like some time ago. I had this costume. I don't even know what it was. I just got not HEB. I got a Target, I think, real quick. So I guess it's Jesus, but it's been years since I wore this thing. It's smelly as fuck.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's Batman. I don't know if it's right. It feels wrong. It feels like it's touching my eyes like in a weird way. Or maybe my eyes are just too big for Batman's mask.
I don't know, dude. Who cares? It's a costume, bro. Do you think Jesus looked this tan or what? Like, what the hell?
Can you do the Batman voice?
No, I'm not gonna do the Batman
voice.
Can you try it? Jesus can probably do it. I'm Batman. No, I can't do that shit for sure. No. What can I say? Not say because it's off limits here. Anything.
Yeah,
okay. Sure, we can do that.
If it's something bad, I guess it'll just come back and bite us later.
Yeah, probably.
Let me see if I can do it. Wait, who's Christian Bale is the first Batman, right? Or not the first, but one of the popular ones.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite. But then you got this new guy coming in, so that's
Robert
Pattinson. Yeah.
How did you feel about that one?
I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad actually. I wish I watched it. Goddamn, Jesus! I wish I watched it in theaters, but I was over there, so I didn't.
Where's over there?
Abroad, overseas.
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
That's what I want to talk about. I knew it was gonna come up.
It's funny because I
have to talk about you being abroad.
It's so crazy because I was like, nah, dude, I want to make that about me because you always get me for that shit. Like, oh, here goes another story about being in Europe and doing this. Like, dude, it's. I literally thought about that today. Like, oh man, like I hope I don't bring that up because it's gonna
cool.
be.
No, it's fine if you did because I actually do have a question about it because I don't know much about that stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's insensitive.
No, I don't.
No, not for you. I'm saying like what I'm gonna ask is gonna be. I don't know if that's insensitive.
Oh, it's whatever.
So like the Queen passed, right?
Queen passed.
The Queen of England passed.
Okay.
Is Prague part of England?
Bro, your jokes. You for
That's not right.
You for
like, no, but like, wait, no, okay, no, I know it's not part of England, but I'm saying what she rules is Prague part of what she rules.
No, dude, Prague's in the Czech Republic.
I don't know. So then that one, who rules that one then? Like who's?
It's a whole different government. It's a whole different system.
Oh, but they're just so small that you just don't know about it. Like not you, I'm saying people just. I mean,
yeah, it's a small country. Like most people that I talk to, they don't know. Like, they don't even know the country's name. They'll just be like, oh, he's somewhere over there in Germany. But I'm like, dude, I'm told you like 10 times I'm in Czech. Like I told you like 10 times I'm in Austria. I'm here in Switzerland. Like I tell them, but. I don't know. Most people don't really know the I didn't know the geography. I'm be straight up. I didn't know. I thought Turkey was over there where like Denmark's at, and I was just like, yo. But it wasn't for actually going abroad and learning all that stuff. And I mean, I'd still be like everybody else here because nobody cares. It's kind of like nobody really cares abroad.
I mean, I think they would care if we just. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, we got Canada, and Mexico. Like, we don't really care. Nobody really cares about Europe. Like, it's not over here.
I was gonna ask you something about. You had mentioned not. No, you know what? Scratch it. Because I had a question about now that you brought that up, but it's completely gone. I think I was gonna ask about. Nah, I don't. I did have one as you were talking. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good question." Then I forgot.
We were just talking about.
No. It was about Prague. It was about Czech.
Okay.
But completely. Oh no, I now remember. The geography part. Remember how we had a friend that was moving, and it was to Arizona, and then I asked you when you get brought up like, oh, he's going to Phoenix. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but what city in Phoenix? And you gave me.
I think it's Phoenix. I'm pretty sure it's Phoenix.
Yeah, it took me a second to realize. Oh, Phoenix in Arizona.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna go, but we're invited to Sedona. Go over there for obviously to Phoenix first, and then head up to Sedona to go snowboarding this December. So if you want to go, the invite's there. I mean, hopefully everything's gonna go according to plan. But honestly, I think I'm the only one who's gonna really pull through because everyone's just talk like. You already know the boys, like they all just yeah for sure, and then it never happens. So like that's why every year I just go somewhere by myself. Like whatever.
All right. The other thing we have is we got Bean Boozled, and so every couple minutes we'll spin, and I guess we'll see where we land. So I guess we could do the first one now. Do you
Yeah,
want to go first?
sure.
Or I go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Pass it over
Go
there.
crazy.
Let's get this one going. Oh, I stopped with my finger, my bad. All right,
I almost worked on trying to get like another camera just to try to
bro.
have like a top angle. I don't know what that is.
All right, so we got.
Okay, that's a bit. Actually, no, that works.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we got Rod and Nick. So I got Rod and Nick. I just get the same color, right?
You get that color. It doesn't work. Like you don't know what it's.
I mean, it's gonna be butter,
it's butter,
popcorn, or
Rod and Nick, yeah.
Rod and Nick. We're gonna take a dive here. Should we get
What
two?
is that,
Because
like
there's
a
a
meal?
lot of them.
No, it's cool. I mean, unless you want to go through it twice. No, because then that'll be a bad mix. Like, what if you get one of each?
Bro, no. Bro, this thing tastes disgusting, straight up. Dude, nah, I'm gonna throw up when I get home, for real.
You have that sensitive a stomach?
No. Dude,
Oh,
I have
just-
Bubble Gut City out here sometimes, but this is something else. It's like,
I got juicy pear or booger. I don't know what's coming. I hope it comes out.
dude.
So, what's mine? Green? But is there only one green? Yeah, right.
Oh, I get screwed on the first one too. That's my luck.
Sucks.
I swear.
Um,
I mean, they're both good to you anyways. You eat boogers. You eat boogers all the time. It's like nothing for you.
no, I got juicy pear. You could have like
Yeah, of course you're like, God damn.
No, it's
bro.
because it has like a weird taste, but it's not like a bad taste. It's just like a. You ever eating something from outside?
Oh, I think so.
Like, huh?
I mean, yeah, I think so. Eating something outside or
From
eating
outside. No,
from
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
I mean,
It has like an earthy taste. Did you ever
What
eat
kind
grass
of-
as a kid?
no. I did shit that I thought would look cool. Like one time, I try to impress my friends. Like, oh, I didn't have any lunch or something, right? And so I go out in the grass out there after like lunchtime, whatever, and then I'd start picking grass, and then I'd start like sucking out the juice from it, and then I'd bring a whole stack with me in my pocket in the classroom. This is like first grade, and I just start chewing it, like, yeah, I got some, and then I'd start passing my friends, and they'd be like, yeah, check it out, like, I got grass.
You passed the grass that you had already sucked on.
No, like
Oh,
like the
okay.
one I had in my pocket. It was like, because I told them like you can get water from this shit, but then everyone started talking like, dude, you know, like random dogs and stuff pee in there.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, I
But,
thought
like-
mine was bad. I didn't think you were gonna be that bad.
I thought it was so cool doing it too. Nobody told me nothing. I thought it was cool, and so I was just like, well,
I mean, I did it because in my class everybody was doing it, so I thought I had to do it too.
No,
But-
that wasn't even a thing. I started that trend. It wasn't even a trend. It was like a week, and then that was it. It was dead.
Yeah, no, mine was a one-time thing too. It wasn't consistent. But I just never told him. But I struggled to chew it, and I didn't know that was normal.
Oh no, I wouldn't eat it.
Oh no,
I
our
just
goal was
drain
to
it
eat
and throw it.
No, our goal was to eat it. Like to try to eat the grass. Well, at least that's what everybody said. I don't know if they
Nah.
actually did.
You're weird.
No, but I mean, I ended up still not eating it anyway because like I said, I struggled. Like to me, the grass was super like it wouldn't break down. And I
I've
remember being there
never
like
tried-
during recess, like trying to chew and chew, thinking like maybe I'm not biting hard enough. And
Nah, dude. Nah, I never ate grass before. I'll tell you, the closest I came to grass today. Actually, I stepped outside, but the closest I came to grass this morning when I woke up, I opened the door. There was a whole thing of grass, like vomit, on our porch from some stupid cat in the neighborhood.
Like a-
Came and threw up there. I
grass
was like,
ball. Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
cool. You just left me a gift here, I guess. Bro, it sucked. It smelled like shit too. I was like, dude, right in my porch here. Like, all right.
My dog brought me a dead rat. I think like last week.
See, that's cool though.
No, but I mean, it was a dead rat, so obviously I'm gonna toss it out, and I did toss it out, right? But and then I told a friend about it, and she's like, "Hey, I've heard something about like if a dog uses like a dead animal, it's kind of like a gift, kind of like a like a thing." And then she went to go, she did like a quick Google search, and she sent me a screenshot, and it said that like if they bring you a dead animal, it's like almost like a thank you for being a good leader or whatever.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, dude, that sucks because the moment she dropped it, I yanked that thing.
That shit out your mouth. Nah.
So not like looking back, I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know what she expected. Obviously, right? I'm not gonna eat it, but yeah, I
Yeah.
just like, oh, that's no, and I picked it up and just yanked it over the fence. So she had just dropped it off for me.
She's probably pissed, like, what the fuck? All this work for that.
Like she did go up to the fence and like she was sniffing, but I just thought she was wanting it back. I mean, now looking back, she might be
Probably.
like, great, I gave you
I
something.
just did all this work for nothing.
No, she didn't kill it. We had poison.
Oh, okay,
She just
okay.
found the dead body.
Yeah.
But she gave it to me. So, I don't know. But regardless, I felt bad. But anyway,
Jesus.
what other stuff did you do in Prague? I mean, you told me some stuff like the drinking, but I feel like you also told me I feel like there's some stuff you didn't mention.
Well, I wasn't in Prague this time. I was in Brno.
6, I'm still wrong.
No, I mean I was in Prague like two other times.
Because you've gone 2 times or 3 times?
I've been there 3 times now. I was supposed to go 4 times, but obviously COVID hit. Yeah, so I didn't get to go.
Yeah.
But this most recent time, I wasn't in Prague. I was actually in Brno, and Brno is crazy. Like we went to.
That's so in Czech.
Yeah, it's still in Czech. It's southern
close.
Czech, like right above Vienna. So it's like 6 hours or 5 hours, I think, on a bus or train, to Brno. But
How do you spell that?
huh?
How do you spell that?
Brno.
Brno. Also, it's missing like a vowel. I'm
I
not
don't think
missing
so.
one, but it's because like if you spell Bruno,
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I guess.
Brno.
I guess. No, but it's
Brno.
it's Brno.
Okay.
It's-
I'm not going to argue with the geography. I'm not saying they're wrong.
Wow, I didn't know this was
I'm
gonna be a spelling bee either, but I'm kidding. Yeah. So we were in Brno, me and my friends, whatever, and then I stayed with her family. Dude, sheesh! I gotta tell you this one. I'm already messing up, I guess, on the trip. So I bought the tickets. The friend I'm gonna stay with, she's in Koblach. It's Koblach,
So funny.
Austria. It's like like 10 minutes from Switzerland, basically, or not even, like maybe 30 minutes. What is it called? We're already having difficulties, like no responses or nothing like that. Like I'm supposed to be staying with her, but she's like delayed response, like a week late and all this stuff. So it's already like I'm already having complications.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, I mean that, but also like with COVID, I had to get my tests like every single day for a whole week straight. I was getting tests because it said you had to get have a test in on the return flight under 24 hours, but on the to flight it was under 48 hours.
Did you like that?
Nah, it sucked. It sucked because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it because since it was the PCR. Like
get there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were gonna
die.
What do you mean?
Because I'm not sure I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. Like you.
Yeah,
I mean, get to the place.
Yeah, I wasn't because I could get there, but if I got there and my COVID test expired, that was it. It was wraps. So I had to go home.
Right.
So I was like, shit. I hope mine doesn't expire. I hope my next test comes in on time on the plane or something. So I get there. They check me through. Everything's cool. Massive delays. I go to. I think I'm in Ohio or somewhere else.
So you flew back to the country?
No. This was on the way. So it's McAllen to Houston to...
Oh, so you're still not over there?
No.
Oh, I thought you were over there already.
By the time I got there, I landed in...
Now I'm lost.
I landed in Germany.
Okay.
Oh, this is where it sucked. Prior to me going, I had talked to my friend and I said, look, basically, let's just say this is Vienna. I mean, this is Austria.
Yeah.
You got Vienna, Innsbruck, and then where she's at, Koblach, right? So you have these 3 locations. Well, I was telling her I can land in Innsbruck or I can land in Munich, Germany. I was like, I can land in one of these 2. You got to come pick me up. It's like an hour drive. And so she was like, well, I don't really know if I can drive, whatever. So I was just like, well, if you can't drive, let me know because I can either buy cheap-ass tickets in Germany and just take a bus there or whatever, or I can pay like $400, $500 more for the Innsbruck tickets if you're going to pick me up.
Yeah.
She basically told me, for sure, we'll pick you up. So I was like, okay, badass. I buy Innsbruck, like $500 more. And I'm like, shit. I get to Innsbruck. As soon as I land there, I'm like, I get to Germany. My bad. I get to Germany, and then I'm confused as hell because they're like, hey, you're supposed to get your luggage. It's not going to be transported to, Innsbruck. And I was like, bro. So got all my bags, got all my stuff, and then I was late to the bus, but it was only like 3 people going on the bus anyway, so they just waited for me. So I got on the bus, and then we drove like an hour, 2 hours to Innsbruck, and from there, I'm like 30 minutes away. I text her like, hey, like, I'm here. Like, I'm about to get there. And she's like, oh, sorry, I can't pick you up. Like, I can't pick you up. I can't go over there. So if you can find your way to our place, that'd be cool. So I was like, bro, like, I had to find...
Uber.
No, I didn't... No, I didn't use it. I had to find a train. So it was only one train.
That's true. They don't have that. Well,
Yeah.
They probably do have that. Anyway, I don't know. Go ahead.
I think they do have it, but it's more in the city. This was like out of the city, like in a rural area. So Innsbruck, It was like a really small city, like really tiny. And then from there, I was like, well, there's only one train left, and it was in like 20 minutes, and it was one train left to her location, and I was like, dude. So I ended up catching it barely. I walked on some random train because I couldn't think fast enough. And I got on some random train, and I got there, and she picked me up, and that was kind of that. But that first week I was there, she basically said like, hey, I'm not gonna be here this whole week. And I was like, well, if you're not gonna be here, like, what's the point of me being here? So I was like, I'll just take off to Vienna. Mm-hmm. So it took like a 9-hour train ride to Vienna, and just the train ride to was about like $80. It's about 80 to 100 every time. So to and from, so it's like 200 every time. Mm-hmm. And I get to Vienna. From there, my friend from Czech, she meets me there, and we're like hanging out. Her and her friends, whatever, we're all hanging out. I go from Vienna and then stay in Brno. My bad. So we meet up in Brno, and I'm meeting with her and her friends, and then her family. The first night I get there, I go to her parents' place. They're all like welcoming me and stuff. I missed them last time. Last time I went, I didn't get to see their family.
You know what would have been sick?
Huh?
You know what would have been sick?
What?
You showed up just like that.
No, I had to dress up right because it was bro. No, they would not let that slide over there. They'd be like, "What the fuck?" What is it called? I show up to their house, and already I have like bubble guts. Like already, I'm like, yo, I gotta.
No, like, stop saying bubble guts.
What? Diarrhea. I got diarrhea. Whatever. So I pull up, and I'm really like, oh shit, I didn't eat anything. I was dehydrated. I was super starved. And then I go to their house, and they're like, hey, we gotta wake up. Like, we gotta wake up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
That's fire.
Because we're gonna do this hiking thing.
Yeah.
And I was cool. I was like, okay. So it's already like 10 p.m. and where they're at, it's completely silent. There's like, you can hear everything. Neighbors like 5-6 houses down. You can hear everything. And they're in this little town. I have a hard time pronouncing it. It's Osova Bititska, something like that. And it's a small little town outside of Brno, in the middle of nowhere. And we're drinking. Like, her parents gave me wine. They gave me shots and all this stuff. We're all talking, having fun.
It's a hard mix.
Yeah, and so I'm playing guitar with them, all this stuff. And then out of nowhere, we're calling it wraps. We're like, we gotta go because we gotta wake up early tomorrow. Well, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me use the bathroom real quick, right? So I go to the bathroom. And it's a key lock. So it's like, it actually has a key in it. It's like stuck in there, and you have to like turn it like 3 times to lock it.
Yeah.
So I turn it like 3 times, and I hear like right the lock. I'm like, okay, cool. We're set. Like, everything's good. No fans. There's nothing. Just one little window. That's kind of all you got, and it's dead quiet. I'm like trying to, let it out. Like, and it's funny because the mom and dad are literally right there beside the bathroom. There's like several bathrooms, but it was only that one that was available at the time. And then right beside that one, dude.
You could just
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take a shot. Yeah, okay. Holy shit, it's getting fucking hot. Sort of fucking bad, jeez. Anyway, so I go to the bathroom, and the door's right there next to them. Like, they're trying to sleep. The mom has to wake up at like 5 a.m. to go to work and shit. So I'm there.
So she's not doing the hike.
She's not doing the hike, no. And neither is the dad. The dad's actually going to work too. He's going to drop us off. And so, no, he didn't drop us off, my bad. He actually had to do something else. But anyway, I'm letting it rip. I'm just like, you hear right? You hear all that, and I'm like, bro, at this point, like, I might as well just let it go. So I let it go. I let it rip, whatever. I guess, like, the dad was outside or something. He didn't know. And I'm like, oh, man. Like, I get my phone out, and I'm just, like, there real quick. Like, okay, cool. And I hear somebody walking to the bathroom. And I'm like, it's a good thing it's locked. It's no big deal. So I'm like, I look at the door, and then and I get back on my phone, and they're still walking. And I hear him grab the handle, and then he opens the door, and then everybody's, like, there. And he's there. He's like, whoa. And I'm just like, yo, like, pants down. Everything's
your no-nos?
No, dude. But, I mean, I was still just there, like, yo, like, what's going on? So I'm there taking my shit, and the door's wide open. Oh. Everybody's there. And he's like, whoa, so sorry. And I, like, close the door. I'm like, oh, my bad. So I, like, actually lock at that time and like really twist it. And then he's just like pacing. I'm just there because I know he has to take a piss so bad. And I'm just there for like a good 10 minutes. Like just trying to wait it out. Like, man, it's so embarrassing. What do I do? Because it's my first time meeting him, first night, first everything. And then I get out, leave the bathroom, whatever. Stinks so bad in there. Like I said, no fan, no nothing. So I stunk the place up bad.
Yeah.
And try to wait it out, waft it out the window. Didn't work. Open the door, I leave, and I see him still waiting there in the hallway, just like, I gotta go take a piss, right? I leave, go back to the room, I'm like, sorry, I thought I locked the door. He's like, it's cool, see you in the morning. And then he like goes in the bathroom, and I was like, prayers, bro. Like, he just got hit with like a waft of just shit. So he goes in the bathroom, does his shit, and then I can't sleep. I sleep at like 3:30 in the morning, and then they like right away they wake up like, all right, time to go. You ready to go? And it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, bro, I'm not ready. But it was probably the most fun day I had the whole trip, I think, like while I was there. So we went on a massive hike that day. Basically the way it works, and I'm talking too much.
No, you're good. Yeah, you are.
I know I'm saying so much, but the coolest thing that I probably did was what this was, which was like that morning we got up, we drove like an hour out to like a small little town. It was a tiny little town, and there's like nobody there. We go to like a little tiny store, buy some snacks real quick.
Fire.
And then we go to a random building. It was like dead quiet, nobody was there. We go to some random building, there's like 3 people waiting inside at a table like this, just sitting there waiting for people.
Fire.
And they had all these sheets, I guess. So like they had all these documents, all these papers, and you go and you sign your name, you sign some other stuff, like how old you are, whatever, where you're from.
Like an NDA, or like oh, we're not responsible if something happens to you.
I guess it's kind of like that too. But it's for charity. So basically, It was like a little charity thing, and you're basically doing a hike for charity. Yeah. So the plan was we sign up, and then sometime through we meet up with the second group, and the second group's like some friends, I guess, of her brother. It was me, my friend, and her brother, and her brother knew one of the guys in the second group, but he didn't know anybody else. So it was just like a random collision of groups. So we were like, okay, let's see what happens. So anyways, we do the charity thing. They send that information to the last location that we had to go to, it was at the top of this castle. I forgot what castle it is. But anyways, we just start walking to the forest from there. We sign up, leave, and then go to the forest from there and start hiking. And we meet up with the group. We wait for them at some, like, maybe like 5 minutes away. We all meet up, and the guy's like, I'm not using my phone, right? So everyone puts their tech away, basically, and he just brings out a map. And he just starts like, all right, we're going to start hiking like through the forest. So he's just using his map, like real badass, because he's done it so many times. He uses his map through the forest. We're going through random trails. And basically we went from one little town to the next little town to the next little town, like 4 or 5 little towns. And each town that we stopped in, even halfway through, he'd be like, okay, break time, right? And then he'd bring out this whole thing of, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like a 45 or 55% alcohol, or like shot, basically. And he had a little cup, and he poured it for everybody, like everybody shared it. That's our pit stop. And
did you have a chaser?
Huh?
Did you have a chaser?
Chaser?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like, did you just take the shot straight?
Yeah, we had nothing to mix it with.
That's what
we had beers in our bags. Like we bought.
Don't use that as a chaser.
No, I mean we didn't use it. No, you either had one or the other. I mean I have both. Like we all have both. Like we brought our beers out every now and then, just drinking on the way, and then we had the shot. Like he'll just be like, all right, everybody take a stop. Like stop, we're gonna take a shot, and then he just poured a shot for everybody. And we went basically at every town we stopped. We went to like their pubs or just drank like some beer there.
On pubs. Was it not a real pub?
Yeah, I mean, it was. They're, like, legit, though. Like, they were actually, like, wooden, old school, like, real old school. And, but some of them were packed, like, crazy packed. But, like, the town was completely dead. Like, there's nobody there, but you go to the pub. Yeah, and they're all there, like, all day. It was in the morning, too. Fire. So they're all there all day, just chilling. It was super, super cool.
Was it, like, a weekday or a weekend?
I think it was I think that day was a weekday.
Fire.
I think that was a weekday. So we're all hiking there, town to town to town, and then we get to the castle, and at the very top they give you like a certificate. Give you a certificate with your name on it, your location, whatever, and then they give you like typical traditional Czech food, and then also a shot. So we were like drinking all day there. But it was so fun. Like I would definitely want to do that with y'all because it was just so cool. You just go from one place to another, just drinking. It was a good exercise. It was miles and miles. And it was also really fun. Like we met the new group of people, and they were really cool people. Super nice. It was really badass. Highly recommend it.
I got watery eyes, but I'm not crying.
I know, so you're borderline crying right there.
I think the mask is just really hitting my eyes. Anyway, it's been a couple minutes, so let's spin this thing again.
I drag a story for sure.
Definitely gonna cut that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot because I'm sweating like a mo out here.
I don't know what that means. I got. Wait, what'd you get last time?
What?
You got.
I got rotten egg.
Oh yeah. I got peach ? Or barf ? So I don't.
Holy shit!
I was gonna show it, but I don't even know if it matters because the arrow still covers it anyway. You know. Anyway, yeah. Peach and barf. Okay, wait, that's like orange and red, like this one. Okay, I think. All right, here you go.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Let's see. Fuck. What the hell?
No, I got
Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks?
I got barf.
Bro, they're nasty, right? They're disgusting. All right, Tutti Frutti and bro, which one is it though?
You finished the other one?
I had to. I mean, you didn't give me a choice there. I don't know. We couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, we should.
Bro, I just my luck is gonna be a bad one. Just watch.
What was it again? Okay.
I can already taste it, dude. Stinky Socks. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I'm losing on both ends. I don't even like jelly beans.
Oh, you're the one that came up with this idea. you literally say like, well, we could do the jelly beans that taste bad.
Hey, I got lucky though. I got Tutti Frutti. So it's just like bubblegum.
I don't know why I thought we were gonna go through so many more. I shouldn't have bought that extra pack.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of them.
I mean, you could take them if you
I
want.
don't know. No, I don't want to take shit. There's a lot of them in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Jesus. So yeah. So it's 1 for 1.
For what?
The jelly beans. I got a shitty one. You got a shitty one.
Yeah. And then those forests that you're going through, did you see anything spooky?
Not spooky. We saw some babes. There's a lot of chicks.
Okay. Okay.
What you think I was talking about?
Well, no, it's because I hadn't actually heard someone actually refer to ladies as babes. And then also I've heard people refer to baby pigs as babes. Or
yeah, or no, it's...
Yeah, no.
I don't think it's pigs.
It's an animal, though.
Mm-hmm. It might be pigs, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either.
Either way.
Yeah. So I mean, it could have been that.
There was
Which, you know what? Actually, that's a fair assumption. To think like you were talking about an animal. Like, that's not way out there.
It could be, but...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, actually, talking about animals, out there, they don't have any bears. They don't have anything like that. Like, once you hit Slovakia, yeah, they got black bears.
Fire.
But if you're in Czech or even Austria, the most dangerous animal they said that they had out there was probably a mountain goat. Like, you're not gonna find anything crazy like cougars, whatever. I don't know how to.
Cougars.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No. Say it again.
Cougars.
Okay.
Okay.
I was listening to this podcast about mountain goats, and apparently they don't really count them as mountain goats. Well, they don't count them as goats because of, I guess, their ability. I don't know. But then I stopped listening before the lady could say what the scientific community counts them as.
I'm pretty sure they're still in the same class.
They're like, yeah, but they don't. I mean, like, we call them mountain goats because we're so used to that. But like in the scientific side, they don't call them that because they just classify them as something else.
See that video of that Chinese guy? I think it's Chinese who got attacked by that black bear.
Recently?
Yeah, he kicked it in the nose, and that was kind of it.
Oh, like he fought it off.
Yeah, I mean, he was climbing down this thing, and then it jumped him, and he just like, I don't know what happened, but basically the bear fell all the way to the bottom, and then he tried to climb back up and get him, but he kicked its nose. He tried to fight it, he tried to punch it, and then he kicked its nose, and then it dipped. But that's crazy, I can imagine.
I was like into bears for the past 2 weeks though, because I found out in Alaska there's a national park that they have a competition with bears. Like since they come out of hibernating, they try to see which one could get the fattest before they get back into hibernation. And so like it's a competition where they upload pictures of the bears and you go and vote on which you think is the fatter bear.
And then what happens at the end?
Oh, they win, but the bear doesn't know. Like, but that was the best thing about it. They have no idea that they're part of a competition.
I know, but is it like, do you get something out of it, or is
no
it
one
like
gets anything out of it? No, you're just voting for the bears. Like they'll give you they do like a March Madness style, so like they'll put them into brackets.
Okay.
And then like they slowly trickle down to there's only like 2 left, and so you just go vote. I think it's like every Tuesday you would log in or not log in, but you just go to the website and just cast a vote for which bear you think is getting fatter.
But there's no like community gathering about it, like a festival going on or something
no,
like that?
I don't think so.
Like
I guess online, I guess, kind of, but not really. But anyway, and then there's one bear. I think he won like 2 years in a row. He didn't win this year though, but he popped up on my TikTok this morning because like the park posted about it because he became like a favorite or something. I don't know. Because like he won the past 2 years, so he just became known. And he's also like one of the older bears that they have in the area. So people are like, "Oh, we love Otis. Like protect Otis," And so the park uploaded a video of Otis, and because someone had put there like, "Who's protecting Otis?" Because like he's like old. He's like 20 years old or something, and like he's fat, but he has like white hair because the guy's already getting old. And the park just posted like a video of Otis like living and basically said like he doesn't need protection. And he's also kind of on his way out slowly.
I mean, it's really old.
Yeah, but yeah, like the first clip they show, he's just sitting in the lake and he just catches a little salmon. And
actually, I think the Alaskan bears are the biggest brown bear because they eat so much salmon. There's such a large amount of salmon available compared to like the grizzly bears in like Montana. If you go to see like I think Montana, those bears aren't as big. Even though they're more aggressive, they're not as big as the ones over there in Alaska because the ones in Alaska, I mean, they have such a large amount of food supply, I guess, so they're a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But they're not as aggressive as the ones in Montana because the ones in Montana actually need to hunt, or just grizzlies in general over there in that region need to hunt for their food. So, I mean, you're food to them.
How do you feel about the people that have stories about getting attacked by animals? Like if you go like Yellowstone or somewhere.
I think it depends on the context of the situation. Like if you're intentionally doing some dumb shit, like if you get out of your car and you're just like, yo, what's up? Then it's like, bro, you're provoking. Like you deserve to get eaten basically. But otherwise, like I mean, if they just catch you out of nowhere, it's like, oh shit. Like the guy I was talking about with the black bear.
But I mean, like you have to be within their range for them to catch you out of nowhere. I don't think they're gonna see you like the state over and be like, oh, a human like 40 miles away. I feel like you're still within their vicinity to where they're like you get their attention.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes you could be just like you can just camp. You're just camping out.
Well, camping, yeah, that's different.
If you make a bad move, like let me hoard all my food in the tent, right? Instead of stockpiling it elsewhere. Yeah, that means that's on you.
No, yeah,
you're gone.
But I mean, because I don't hear about camping ones often. I just hear about the other ones that were like, oh, we're checking out the national park and we got attacked. No, and like I feel for them obviously, but part of me is also like, you're an idiot because like why go so close? Like not to get that close.
I know, but are you okay? What are you talking about then? Are you talking about like
I guess I'm talking about the ones that are like a lot of times I hear about the ones that are walking. I mean, because if you're driving, you're kind of safe. They're not gonna. I mean, you're inside a car. I mean, they could attack your car, but I'm saying like for them to get into your car is gonna be kind of tough. But the most I hear about it, people are like they get physically attacked because they're out in the open, and like I mean, I think a lot of them are just careless. Like I don't really read that many about people that were like, I was doing everything right and they still attacked me. It was more like I was doing a hike and whatever, and like they came out and it's like, yeah, but how close were you to them on the hike? And like there was one girl I read about this past week that she got attacked. She didn't die though; she just got attacked. But she admitted she's like, I knew I was too close. But by the time like
I knew it when I was right there.
But so she's like, she said when it was coming after her, like she wasn't surprised. At that point, it just turned into like, I need to survive. Please.
I know, but at the same time, if you see them and they see you and you run.
Well, yeah, you can run. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
turn your back at all enemies.
Yeah. But I mean, also, I don't know. I mean, I've never been there, right? So I don't know. I'm just assuming like if you're a distance enough, they're not gonna notice you. Just be on your way. I'm here thinking that people are like, the bear's right here. I'm walking by, and yeah.
All right.
So.
Nah, it's hard to say because I mean they have such obviously acute senses of smell and everything. Like their senses are, well, they're just they're meant to hunt like in general. So I mean we're so used to I guess technology or just the modernization of the civilization, whatever. Like we're here, huh?
Big words.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Like we're so advanced at this point that we don't really pay attention. We're not cavemen out here, living in the jungle and shit. They're still living that everyday life. So I mean, like they're gonna be a lot better.
I'm not gonna show a bear an iPhone and be like, "Hey,
yo, let's go through this real quick, man. Look at your brother right here, Otis. Check him out." Nah, I mean, when I was hiking out there, like I ran into a badger. I didn't know it was a really great. I mean, I knew
sharp teeth, right? No, not sharp teeth. Sharp nails.
I guess they the one I saw looked like a possum. The one they have in that region looked like a possum. The ones we have here, nah, like these are actually jacket. It's like a Wolverine.
Fire.
So like the badge that I
you mean like in the U.S.
The ones we have here in the U.S. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The ones over there, like it's just like Australia. Their possums look all nice.
Had giant spiders in Australia.
Yeah.
Like massive spiders.
Yeah, but they say that those are the least harmful.
So scary,
they don't really do anything to you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of scary. Like I saw a picture of one of I don't remember the name. I think it was a crab spider. I might be making that up. I don't know. But the guy took a picture of it like on the trash can, and he was like just holding onto the trash. But I think it was like
it's massive, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently they don't do anything.
No, I know, but it's not comfortable just seeing something that big.
I know.
Like hanging on the trash.
The ones that scare me though is like snakes in the toilet. Those are wild.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, or under the lid, like you'll be sitting down and there's like spiders under the lid. It's like, yo, you're gonna buy my what?
Is your restroom good?
No, I mean like my friends told me about that a couple times.
Okay.
Like they told me. That
in Prague.
No, in Australia. In Australia.
We have friends in Australia.
Yeah, I had friends in Australia. I still do. I just, like I said, I deleted everything. I deleted social media completely, so like I don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah, okay.
But
that's tough.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's something I'm doing for myself at the moment. But what is it called? Anyway, yeah, no, like they do have dangerous animals out there and stuff. Like she told me that she actually showed me. We were in a video call and I was like, why don't y'all just swim? Like, she was at the beach. I was like, why don't y'all just swim out there? Like, what's the big deal? Like, I know y'all have dangerous animals and shit, but it's like, it can't be that bad. They can't be waiting right there. So it's like, why don't y'all just swim? And she was like, nah, look, I'll show you. And there was a sign that said something about, like, do not swim. Like, there's tons of signs on the beach, like, do not swim in the water. Don't swim in the water. Swim within the gated thing. And she showed me, like, this huge wall. It was like a huge wall basically in the beach. It went in the ocean and it had all this netting on one side so that we can let the water in, but it was like super fine netting so that way no insects or nothing get it. Jesus, you're all bruised up.
Really?
Yeah, I mean dude, how tight was that mask?
No, I mean it was like uncomfortable. But
you ain't Batman.
Like it didn't hurt. I just felt it here, but I felt like it was touching the bottom of my eyelids. So I felt like it was like just like if I had something like right here. Anyway, you were saying
you're in Batman, but
I didn't even do the voice. I wasn't gonna try it, but I got intimidated.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean you can still try it.
No, I'll try it later.
All right, we'll try it later.
Okay.
What is it called? It's a huge netted thing in the water, and that she said that's basically where you swim. You had to swim within that huge. It was like a huge wooden thing. It just circled in the water.
Off.
Huh?
Like it's closed off.
Yeah, it's closed.
But it goes to the floor, or it's just like on the.
I mean, it's like a.
I mean, I would hope it goes to the floor.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yes, it's in the sand. It just goes deep in the ocean, and then it's like a circle, like it like wraps or half oval, I guess, whatever. And then it has all the netting, so all the water can come through, and then that's where you swim. Because there's basically, if you swim anywhere outside of that, you're basically gone. Like you're pretty much you're not literally dead instantly, right?
Yeah, but you become like a target.
I mean, you have such microscopic like jellyfish that one little sting and you're dead. Like the most dangerous, I forgot what it's called. I think it's the box jellyfish. They're like super tiny, crazy tiny. Even on my phone, I had to like zoom in just to get them on the picture. But they're so tiny, but those are the most deadly. Like one sting, you're dead. You're basically dead.
I guess that one.
You can't fight one. You can't even see him. How can you fight? You can't even see it.
So speaking of jellyfish, have you heard of mantis shrimp?
Mantis shrimp, yes.
Do you know anything about those things?
I mean, they create like little air pockets.
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
Yeah,
They're fast.
crazy. Yeah, they also popped up on my TikTok. There's like this lady I was like obsessed with them, and she just like I was like watching it because I was gonna scroll, but then she started talking about like what they could do, and I was like, hold on. So I went back and I was like, oh, these things are pretty intense. You know what
I mean, they'll break a crab's shell like nothing.
Yeah.
Did you know an octopus when it when it latches onto a crab, like there's a specific like they have little beaks, right? But there's a specific angle they have to hit the crab. There's a certain point on its shell or a certain hole in its shell or something, and they hit that point to release I think it's either an octopus or a squid. I don't remember. But it releases the poison and basically melts the insides. But it has to be so accurate, and it's insane how intelligent those animals are. It's just crazy.
Scary. Yeah, but I've seen videos of like octopus or octopi that they like escape from like anything, basically, any type of confinement.
Yeah, or like cuttlefish too.
Yeah,
I think that has like the best type of cloak. Basically, they blend it with like anything.
It's fire.
I think it's the same fish. I think I'm thinking. Anyways,
yeah, you could be wrong. Anyway, next jellybean. Jellybean.
Alright, do it again. I don't know. So I got the booger this time. Let's see which one it is. Go ahead, take your spin. It's a green one, right?
Yeah, it's a green one.
I hope so. Bro, I swear.
Oh, sick. I got toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
You gotta pray it's not stink bug. I got the worst one. What is it?
I don't remember which. I don't know. You said,
but it tastes like dirt. Booger.
Or no? Okay, then you might have gotten the juicy pear because that's what I told you. It tastes like earthy. So when we started talking about grass,
no, this has to be booger
because booger doesn't taste like earth. Booger tastes.
This doesn't taste juicy. This tastes like jalapeno almost.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
It tastes like jalapeno almost.
I just assumed like pear being something from the outside.
This one wasn't that bad. This one wasn't the rotten egg. The rotten egg, that one sucked.
I think I got the right one.
Dirty dishwater. I can imagine that one's gonna suck. Whatever. This is not that bad. It's not that bad. But
if it's stink bug, it's not that bad. But I also can't tell if it's toasted marshmallow.
Because I think you just like bad stuff in general. I don't know.
No, because I mean I was reacting earlier with I don't know which one I had before this one, but I was reacting back.
Booger. Yeah, the same one I had.
Oh, all right. Back to animals. Did y'all hear about that? What was it? An elephant that like attacked an old lady?
No.
You didn't hear about that?
It stomped her or what?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Killed her?
Yeah, he killed her.
Oh, shit.
But like it became a thing because people didn't know. Because apparently elephants remember.
It became a trend.
No, like it became like a whole story because people like... Yeah, because elephants can apparently remember stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were curious as to why it killed her. Like they don't know if she maybe did something to it that, I mean, obviously they don't know about. And their elephant was like her. Like that was her. And just stomped her out. And then apparently at the funeral, the elephant showed up again and stomped her out again.
At the funeral?
Yeah.
Like when she was in the casket or what?
Like she was basically done twice. Dunzo twice. But I looked into it just briefly and I wanted to read more because I also want to know like why did the elephant go after her?
I gotta see that.
But apparently, yeah, they're just like they think that she just maybe mistreated it or something.
Could have, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so they went after her body twice.
I gotta see that. If they have a video of the casket one, that's gonna be hilarious.
Maybe on Reddit, honestly, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to look into it because I don't want to see that.
I mean, I want to see someone getting killed and shit, but I mean, it's just so funny that that's just what happened. Like, hey, I got like what you think they would keep the elephant somewhere else, but not.
But it's not like they're not gonna put it away. I mean, it's just out in the wild.
They're not gonna kill it. I hope they wouldn't kill it. I mean, it's like dogs here.
I kind of feel like they might have though. I think they might. I feel like their justification might be she was an old lady. And yeah, but he came to stomp her out twice.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the first time you think, hey, get him out of here, right? You get that shit out of here. But nah, it's like let's keep him in the vicinity. Let's bury her at the same place this elephant's gonna be. He won't do nothing. But like, bro, are you kidding me? Got stomped out twice. You deserve to get stomped out twice with that kind of action. What you mean? So I don't know. Do your dance, elephant. Do that shit. That's crazy though. Those things are so heavy. I can imagine her getting stomped out. That's insane. That's just crazy.
Would you ever freeze your body? Like, be one of those that put them in like frozen and we'll come back in 75 years. Would you ever do that?
Nah, I don't want to be here. If it's my time to go, it's a wrap, dude. I'm not gonna try like, oh my god, let me talk to a whole new generation 100 years later. Like, hey guys, what's up? Like, it'd be cool, I guess, but it's like at that point, I'm so outdated. Yeah. I think they say it's even worse if that were to happen. Like, they'd be so
because your body wouldn't be used to any other stuff.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of like.
Actually, I didn't thought about that till now. It's a good point.
No, just kill me at that point.
Okay,
it's like dude, if I end up a veggie, unplug me, get me out of here. I'm not trying to stay. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, move my eyes and shit? Like, no, bro. Like, just get rid of me, unplug me.
You speak a lot with your eyes.
What that's supposed to mean, bro? Hold up, what the fuck? You say a lot with your eyes, Jay. What the hell, bro?
Like, you have very I was gonna say vocal with your eyes, but like you have expressions with your eyes. Like, mine is my whole face, but I'm saying like with I'm saying like with your eyes, like you just have that has like enough eye movement to people can tell like he's uncomfortable or like. If you were a veggie, is what I'm saying. Like, if you're a veggie and they were doing something to you, that's why people would know.
Nah, they wouldn't know, dude. I can't even move my eyelids.
No, I'm saying if you're able to move at least the eyes, they would know, like, hey, whatever we're doing to him right now is mad uncomfortable for him.
I'm surprised my eyes have expression. I think you're looking too far into it, man. That's sus from you. I don't know what to say there. Thanks for the compliment.
It wasn't even a compliment. It was just like something that I noticed. That's something like with my own face. I noticed it too. Like, that's how I know. Like, well, no, my issue is that I move my face or not move, but I make expressions without even thinking about it, and like that's an issue.
I hate
like people will know if I'm like bothered or uncomfortable when I'm trying to hide it.
I can get a sense of it just like I immediately know if we're gonna vibe in the first like if I'm meeting somebody new, for example. I already know if we're gonna get along like within the first couple sentences of the conversation. Like, I get a good reading real quick, but like what I hate is like the awkwardness, especially like when you don't have that conversation flow or something. It's just like awkward. You're just like kind of like, all right, like if you ask I'm asking a question like, hey, so what's up, like, have you seen this movie, or like asking something about the person, like, oh, nice dog, like, what's going on, and just like, I'm good. It's like real, I hate shit.
At that point, you just cut it out.
That's why I walk like.
But what do you do with awkward moments, like awkward conversations or awkward, just moments? Because like mine, I had a friend who introduced me to like another friend, and I said hi and everything, but like we were like a distance from like the new person I was meeting, and I told him hi, and that person just stayed staring, and so I was like, I looked away because I was like, I said hi and whatever, and then it wasn't gonna be like a conversation. It was just to meet him. And then so I turned away, and then I kind of had like a feeling that they were still watching or staring, like still looking in the same direction. So I turned back, and they're still like just staring. And so I just stayed looking at them for like another second. Then I was like, well, nice to meet you. And they're like, yeah, nice to meet you too. Nah. And then and they still didn't get the hint that was it. Or maybe they wanted a conversation and I didn't get the hint. Maybe I had it backwards. I don't know, but it was really weird. And I turned around again, but this time I stayed looking the other way because I didn't want to look back and they're still just
staring you down.
Hey, kid.
Now, I do several things in a situation like that. Like, I'll keep trying, and if you're just not gonna answer, you're not gonna put in that effort, then I call it wraps, and I just like, all right, and I just move on to the next person or something, or just dip. If not, I'll just call you out straight up, like, dude, so what are we gonna do with this awkwardness? It was the same thing with a friend I was staying with just recently, who I was having bad communication with. I was like, yo, dude, it's pretty awkward. Like, we're already like several days in, and it's awkward. Like, what are we gonna do about that? And they're just like, I don't feel awkward. I'm like, nah, you're lying. Like, I know it's awkward. It's just obvious. But in a situation like that, the best thing was, the way I figured it out was space and then come back, and space, come back. Because every time it was something new, like, hey, what did you do these past days?
That's like gone? If you're staying with someone.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I handled in that situation, was space, come back. And we ended up getting along perfectly fine, like, towards the end. In the whole beginning, first 2 weeks, whatever, is like off and on. Like, just some days we vibe, some days we wouldn't. But, I don't know, we had our moments. It was cool. I mean, I try to make something happen. I try to blend with their personality as best as I can, but it doesn't always work. So it's like not much I can do.
Yeah, I don't know. I also don't I don't know what's considered too much to bring up, like, when you first have a conversation, like, for the first time with somebody. I mean, I guess hobbies are a safe bet. I don't know what else is considered too much. Jobs, I guess, would be a safe bet. Goals? Question mark?
It's like small talk, like.
Yeah, but I mean, you also don't want the awkward small talk of like,
That's
so
why,
the weather's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is great. Bro, I've had those.
Out here,
I
right?
hate those. I try to get out of small talk as fast as I can because I know it's going nowhere with that. Like, so what'd you wear today? Like, bro, like it's a safe. I hate small talk. So
you just jump right in.
If it's
what was your childhood like?
Nah, I'm not like, oh, so what'd you do when you were a little kid? Like, nah, that's so much. Like, it's kind of like asking those open-ended questions where it's just like, like, I'm calling you out on the spot. Like, oh, what was the funniest thing you remember in your life?
Oh, that's tough.
It's like, I don't know, dude. There's so many moments. Like, give me one.
How do you feel about icebreakers?
Yeah,
is that you or is that a fly?
That's my thing.
Okay. No, I mean, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's not a fly.
No.
Because there was like one hitting the light.
Yeah, I mean, I see it there, but
okay.
it's there.
So yeah,
icebreakers.
I mean, I think they're cool, but I think a lot of the common ones are kind of lame.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like, all right, give me one fun fact about you, or no, not even like like the fun fact ones. Like if you go like in a circle, like everyone gives one fun fact about themselves.
Nah.
I actually feel like people don't actually care about your fun facts.
No. I mean, if I'm asking for one, like, all right, I'll usually tell them like, all right, I'm gonna throw an icebreaker out because this just ain't working, and then I'll say it just like that, and then
I was talking about more like in a group setting, not like in an individual.
In a group setting.
Okay, or like when you went on your trip and you met all the new people, would you guys just have straight conversation, or you were like, so this is Jacob.
We did have. There was a couple situations like that where it's like, this is my friend Jacob, and there's like, oh, for example, when I was in Vienna, I met me and this friend. She's actually from Vienna, or not from Vienna. She's from Austria, whatever. Anyways, me and her met through a website, and we made a Spotify playlist together. Right, like it wasn't really vibing. We weren't really vibing through text or anything. It was just kind of like off and on every couple weeks, whatever. And then I suggested, why don't we make a Spotify playlist together? They just came out with something like collaborative, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't we make a playlist and we'll just add our favorite songs? So she ended up having like the exact same music taste I had, and it was super badass. Like we both like classic music, like old, 70s, 80s.
Oh.
No, like 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, I guess it's like
no, but that's classical.
Yeah, classical.
Yeah.
But like classic rock and stuff, things like that. So. Yeah. We have a whole playlist. That was the playlist I showed you earlier. It's like 2,000 something songs now.
Oh yeah, when you just didn't stop scrolling.
Yeah, and instead of communicating through Instagram or any other platform, like we basically communicated through songs on the playlist. So, like one day I had the idea to just make a message out of songs. So like, hey, how are you? Type of thing. Like, what's up? And she ended up responding, and we just had lengthy conversations every now and then through the, like
lengthy.
Hey, yeah, like we had
like through Spotify.
Yeah,
I know it's possible, but
it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
it was tough. But I mean, we just like I put a couple songs, we make a sentence, and then I delete it, and then make a sentence, delete it, but it wasn't like we talk every day. It was like once every 3 weeks or once every couple months. Like, hey friend, how are you? Like catching up type of thing. Okay. So we just or sometimes it'd be like day late responses or something. So we'd communicate like that for about 2 years until this year we actually met. She actually reached out to me on Spotify because I had Instagram and everything at the time, but she was like, hey, you're here in Austria, like want to hang? And I was like, sure. So we met up and it was super cool. Like she was probably the coolest pen pal I've had like ever. Like she was super badass. Anyways, I bring that up because she took me to some other friends in the city. We went to Vienna downtown, and it was me, her, and then her 2 friends, Felix and somebody else. I forgot who it was. Anyways, I forgot her name. Anyways, we met them, and we were like kind of vibing. We were all cool, playing games at the river, all this stuff. And then this random girl comes up to us, and it's like someone they knew in school, but they weren't friends. It's just like they knew her, and we were all waiting for the same train. And so she came, like stood there, like, hey, just like to herself, and they were like, oh hey, like what's up? I haven't seen you since high school. And then she's just like talking in German. They're like, this is our American friend, like Jacob, and she knew perfect English, but she was just like, hi. And then she like turned, and then she kept talking to them in like German. And then right after, like when we got on the train, separated, whatever, they were telling me like, bro, like she's such a bitch. Like she didn't say a single word to me, but she knew perfect English, like better than all of them. And she didn't say anything in English or whatever. And they were like, that chick's such a bitch. Like she didn't say this. Like she could have said hi to you, had a conversation. It's the first American she's met ever. Like you'd think she would give you some sort of attention or something. Like I wasn't asking for it. I was just kind of there, just like whatever. But I mean, just that situation was just so awkward because me and my friend weren't talking. It was just them talking, and you're just kind of there, like, hey. So it's just like in a situation like that, we're in a group. There's no icebreakers, no nothing. Yeah. I guess because of the language barrier, but at the same time, it's just kind of like in that situation, I wouldn't really know what to do. I just kind of like whatever. Like y'all can talk amongst each other. I'm just chilling, but I guess I don't have icebreakers in that situation.
Alright, next Jelly Bean. But while I do this, can you check to make sure that I'm still filming?
I mean, yeah, it's an hour. Yeah.
Okay, no, just making sure, because last time I didn't know and it cut me off. Wait, I did it like 3 times. Okay, well, I didn't pay attention the first 2 times. I got the Tutti Frutti and Stinky Socks. Sick. Wait, that's like the rainbow one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Give me the pink one. Bruh, I got Booger again.
No, I got Stinky Socks.
Yeah, I got...
Do it again.
Again?
Yeah, I got Booger again.
Yeah, you ran it like 3 times, right?
Yeah, like... it was like a subconscious thing.
I got it again. I got it 3 times, dude.
No,
Dude, I keep getting it. What the hell?
You got this 4 times.
Quick spin. There, I got some. No, I got the same one, dude. I got
the Booger, please.
All right. I got blue. Dude, how many rolls was that? Holy crap.
5.
Okay.
For real counted.
Okay, this one's what? Berry blue or toothpaste? Bro, I can go with both of these all day.
Yeah, okay. Well, probably shouldn't do the toothpaste part.
Dude, the toothpaste one's fire.
It's minty, right?
Yeah, this one tastes good.
Yeah, that's not really a threat.
Oh, yeah, I'm good with that one. Sheesh.
When I was buying this, I was trying to think about how they like how they decided on flavors, and also the process would possibly included someone having to taste like the jelly beans all the time.
I know, I must suck.
Yeah.
Bottle rip. That must suck for that person. It's my day job.
How many times I have to figure it out to get Booger?
And it doesn't even taste like boogers.
Yeah, maybe the guy
not that I would know.
Maybe the other person just got tired and was like, yeah, that tastes exactly like a Booger.
Yeah, probably right. Quit too. First day in.
What's one job you wouldn't do?
One job I wouldn't do? Yeah. Like janitorial work, anything like that.
You got something against janitors?
No, I don't. It's just, it's not, I can't do something like that. Like cleaning up people's throw up or shit and stuff. Okay. Like, I can't do that. That's not for me. Like, I can, like, surgeons and stuff. I'm not saying I'm smart as fuck to, do some surgeon work, but, like, I could stand the blood. I can stand all that stuff.
I can't stand blood.
I can't. Like, it doesn't faze me.
When I could do blood, I can't do, like, internal. Like, seeing the inside of stuff is nah.
I think I'll get tripped out first, like, at first, but eventually it's just gonna be, like, whatever to me. But it's not gonna be, like, a big deal. Compared to, like, throw up and stuff. Like, I'm not saying I can't grab throw up, I can't grab shit or whatever, but, like,
you just wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't want to, no.
You'd rather get used to seeing, like, a heart or, like, a liver.
Yeah, I'd much rather do something like that.
That's disgusting.
Anatomy.
Huh? Anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess. I mean, like, with blood, I'm cool with it as long as I'm not really seeing much of it. Or, like, we need to go get blood taken.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if they do it, and, like, it's a efficient process, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But, like, when I had my hernia one, the guy I was drawing the blood with, like, the blood just didn't want to go. So since I was sitting there for so long, like, I eventually came back and I was like, this, like, we're doing this. And that's where I started to feel, like, disgusting. Because in the beginning, I just, like, zoned out from it. That way I wouldn't, like, focus in on it.
Yeah.
But since he was, like, not getting blood and I was just sitting there waiting for the blood, and he's like, we have to do it on your other arm. At that point, I was like, okay, now I'm fully aware of what's going on and I'm getting disgusted. But it's fine.
My friend told me, she's in the military, she told me that when they were, I think, in boot camp or something, like, the first session, you have to get shots. Like, everybody gets, like, lines of shots. You go get one, next one. And then one of them you have to get in your ass. Or, like, basically they have everybody bend over on, like this ring, like this ring table type of thing. and you're like bending over and you pull your pants down. Everybody has their pants down.
You're bearing in front of everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
That's wild.
Yeah, and so they give them all shots like on the ass, whatever. But she doesn't like it. She passes out like every time with shots and stuff. She doesn't like needles or anything.
Okay, that's what that's like the needles.
Yeah. So they give her the shot, and she's like in it, like she's not really thinking much of it. And then everybody starts getting up. I think they make you wait there for like 10 minutes, and then she's just like, "Oh, I'm not feeling it." And they're like, "If you're not feeling it, let us know, because like we'll take you out, whatever." So. She was just like, nah, I'm cool. But she like stood up to pull up her pants, and then she like knocked out, and like her pants went all the way down. Everybody was just staring at her, like everyone put their pants up and shit. She was just like ass naked on the floor, like pants down. They have to drag her out like that. They drug her out from the room like that. I was like, bro, like at least pick her pants up, right? But now they.
Oh, they didn't do that.
I don't think they did. No,
I hope so.
No, I don't think they did. I think they just took her to the next room, like, hey, we told you not to, we said if you needed help, just let us know, but you didn't.
Like, how do you help someone in that situation?
Because she could have just said, like, I'm not feeling good, and they would have got her out in that situation. But, like, she didn't say it, so she just passed out right there.
There was a guy I went to high school with that was scared of needles. And in bio, he, like, because I had him for bio, and he, like, passed out. Or he fainted twice.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, one of the times he was sitting right behind me, so I just didn't know what to do. I mean, like, the teacher was there to help. But I'm saying, like, in terms of helping, I had no idea what to do. So, and then someone was like, "You gotta move the desk so he has air." And I was like, "Okay." So
you're out of breath just saying that. Okay. Really?
No, like I felt like I knew I wanted to do something to help. I just didn't know what to do.
It's a workout just saying the word, right? Help. What the?
No, but he was good though. They just like whipped him out of the wheelchair. But I mean, one of them was because of like the whole needle thing. The other one was a mix of that, and I think he hadn't like eaten anything in like hours, like, for breakfast or like even for dinner or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. And so his body was just not in the right place. Plus his fear of needles, so he was gone.
I didn't pass out. I got super sick because I was dehydrated and starved at school. In high school, I think it was the last year, senior year. Daniel Sanchez. Mm-hmm. Daniel Sanchez, I mean, he basically saved me that day because the doors were locked. I couldn't get in the school. I was in gym. I was like hooping, doing whatever. I don't remember what I was doing. I was in the weight room. And then I come out and I talk to the coach, whatever. I'm like, "Hey, can I go over here and do this?" And then he's just like, "Yo, you feeling all right?" It's like, "I'm feeling fine." He's like, "Nah, man." It's like, "Look in the mirror." So like I go to the mirror and I'm like white. And I'm like, "Yo, like what happened?" And as soon as I see myself, I was just like, "Whoa." And I started feeling weird. I was like, "Ooh, I think I'm sick." And so I told him, like, "I think I'm sick. Can I go to the nurse?" And then he's just like, yeah, I can go to the nurse. Like, as soon as I walk out of the gym, I just start throwing up everywhere. And I'm like, "Yo." And Daniel was skipping class. He just chilling. And then he was like, "Yo, you okay, dude?" And he sees me skipping class. He opens the door for me. And then he takes me to the nurse. I mean, he's skipping already. He's like, "I was helping my friend," right? So I get to the nurse's office. She's like, "Don't lay down. You're going to die." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "If you lay down, you can end up in a coma if you fall asleep or something." I'm like, dude. Like, I don't know how true that is. I think Frank told me it's BS.
I was going to say it kind of makes sense.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. But I heard it was BS later. And I was like, cool, I guess. But I got free chocolate out of it and the free, like, sugar drinks that they had and they paid $1 for it. Bro, not worth it.
All right, before we wrap up, you want to do one more jelly bean or are you good?
You can do a jelly bean, yeah.
All right, you can go. It's on your side anyway.
It's in the middle of the table. What you mean? Dude, a booger again, bro. You spin it for me. You spin it. I keep getting the same one.
You got pomegranate or old bandage, which is the red one.
The red one.
That's going to be Jacob's, yeah.
Sheesh, I moved the whole table.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm praying this was the one.
I got toothpaste or berry blue. Right? Yeah.
Oh, dude, this one's disgusting. What is it?
I already spun. Pomegranate or old bandage. So like bloody, scabby.
Yo, this one's worse than the other one. This one's worse than the rotten egg. Oh my god, this is disgusting.
I got the berry blue. Fire. Pretty tasty.
Oh, bro, you suck. You suck. Dude, this one's disgusting.
At least it's the last one. I'm gonna try a Batman thing before we close.
No. No, I'm gonna try Batman. Are you kidding me? You said I would do it later.
Yeah, I won't do it later. I'm gonna try it. Alright.
Nah, dude.
It's still hitting my eyes.
Right, trying to get the voice in already. I'm Batman, right? Like that ain't working, bro.
One of the things I did love about the new Batman movie though was with all the memes that came out of it, like
I didn't even know those memes.
Yeah, like there was like because okay, when I went to go see the new one, I think I missed like the first like 15 minutes of it, I think, or something like that. And I guess within within the beginning, apparently he was like attacking people for no reason. I don't know. Anyway, but
Okay.
basically there was like a meme of like any little thing that you would do, Batman was there to beat you up because of like, you know. So like there was some TikTok video of this guy that he like parked in the handicap, and his friend's like, dude, you can't park there, like it's handicap. He's like, no, like it's fine, dude. Like I'm gonna be gone for like a minute, like it'll be real quick.
Okay.
And then like he turns around and like Batman's like right there. And he's like, you can't be parking there. And, like, he doesn't fight him, or does fight him. But there's like a bunch of memes like that. Like apparently he's just going after people for any small thing.
I forgot who I was telling this to the other day. That I don't know if you remember EDD Presents. You remember how I shaved my head? Like I let Tyler and stuff.
Issues, yeah.
What? What'd you say?
People thought you had issues, yeah.
Bro, yeah, everybody thought I had a problem. I don't regret it. I really don't regret it.
No,
Like,
yeah,
and it's totally understandable in the circumstances that just happen. Whatever.
It's like a Doja Cat thing.
Nah,
no,
dude.
she shaved her head, and people were like, "Are you good?"
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, there was nothing wrong with me.
No,
I mean,
no.
obviously, what happened. I was getting over it, whatever. But like, it wasn't because of that. Anyways, when I let them shave my head, like in the Pope thing, whatever.
I got toothpaste.
Oh, you're just eating them now.
I mean, no, yeah, because we were. Anyway, yeah.
All right, I wouldn't even do that.
No, I'm just getting the blue one because that's the only safe one.
Yeah, actually, give me a couple blue. Actually.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you could. Yeah, that was yeah.
Oh, thanks for touching it.
I
I kind of reached over to grab it. It's cool.
Oh, I thought you wanted several. Not bad.
Nah, it's cool.
Anyway, you're saying about your bowl cut.
Yeah. What is it called? Oh, dude, this berry one sucks. This berry one's a good one, and it sucks, bro. Anyway, for EDD Presents, the day before, I was supposed to go with Pope haircut, but the idea that we had, like me and Tyler and Carlos, I think, was we were talking about superheroes. I think the day prior or something, just like whatever, bruh. Which one did you get?
Fish.
Oh no! Does it taste like it? Oh, bro. Nah. That couldn't be me. You just take a handful. Just take a handful. No way. No. That ain't... Hey, hopefully you got all the bad ones in there. Bro.
Right, your haircut thing?
Yeah,
So we can wrap this up
bro.
because I'm tired of jelly beans.
Anyway, yeah, so the day before EDD Presents, when you have that huge presentation in front of everybody, all the judges and stuff, the idea that we had was, instead of me going with the Pope haircut, we'll shave it. We'll shave the whole thing, and then we'll get a wheelchair for me, so that way I can pull up on presentation day as Professor Mex instead of Professor X, yeah. And we were going to dress up and shit. But that was the idea, is I would come in my little dress up, whatever, and then be Professor Max. And they just pull me out in the wheelchair. We didn't have a wheelchair, though. We couldn't get a wheelchair. And they weren't going to let that slide in front of the fucking...
you got to present also.
Yeah, so... But I don't know how yours went. You were on the main stage, no? Second place, yeah. I was going to say that. Anyway.
Also, quick pause. Is that still going? Like, is the camera still going? I have a genuine fear of that one because that's the one that cut me off last time.
Yeah, it's still going.
Alright, cool. You're saying?
I don't know if it happened, or I don't know how y'all's presentation went in the classroom, but like somebody presented before us and they crushed it. They had, I think it was Michael Casanova's group. They had a really good presentation. They had like everything was well thought out. All the data was there. Everything, like they ran tests. They did work.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like we're right after them. We're done, like for sure. And the judges were grilling them, like really getting on their ass about stuff, like questioning this, questioning that. I was like, one of them even scoffed, like And they did like, okay, and they did all that. I was like, dude, we're gonna get grilled because our project was algae farms because we did the saltwater engine, and then halfway through we were like, we gotta scrap it because basically if we actually developed it, made it, and tested it, there was a possible chance it could explode because of how much pressure would be inside the device itself. Anyway, we scrapped it. And we're like, we don't know what to pull out of our ass next. So we're like, algae farm, right? Like, it's going to be easy. No data, no nothing. We got a 5-gallon water jug, cut it in half, and then just scooped water in. And